Hello, everyone. Welcome to Generation Red Flag. I'm a former counselor and a former crazy girlfriend. I've been married now for 10 years, together with my husband for 15, and I want to show you how I did it. I want to show you how I went from being a crazy chick, girlfriend, obsessive, when's he going to call me, when's he going to text me back, to healing, doing the steps, finding the love of my life, and sustaining it for 15 years. I want to show you how I did it. Let's go. Today, we're going to be talking about why he treats you like an option, why you don't feel like a priority. He doesn't want to put a label on things. He doesn't really seem to care if you like hang out or not. Sometimes I feel like North Americans, we ask questions that we really don't want the answers to. If that's the case, stop the video right now. If you don't really want to know the real reason why he treats you like an option, then click on another video. I'm going to talk to you like you're my sister, like you're my friend. If you really came to me and said like, what the fuck is going on? First of all, you are amazing. You do deserve love, blah, 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 blah. That is all true, but that doesn't mean that you are not part of the problem. You are not part of the pattern, and you are not the one choosing these guys over and over again. Straight up, if you wanted to skip the video, this is the reason he treats you like an option, because you are an option. Cello. You are an option to him. He can pick you up and put you down like a toy when he wants you. He knows that you're going to text back. He knows you're going to respond. He knows you like him more than he likes you. For all of those reasons, you are an option to him. And you are an option because you allow him to have you as an option. Let's dive in. Maybe I shouldn't have just jumped in right with all of that, but a part of me is just like, let's rip the Band-Aid off and then dissect. The core truth is this guy has started to show you that he doesn't care, that you're not a priority, that you are an option, but yet instead of deleting his phone number, you have Googled a video wanting to figure out why. And the reason you've done that is because you like him. Because you like him and you want him to choose you. And for me, as a former crazy chick that used to do this, because pretty much I've done everything so far that I've talked about in my videos at some point, for me, it would become a game subconsciously. I didn't realize this at the time, but it would become a game almost of, well, why didn't he pick me? I want to be picked. I went out with a guy last month and he's absolutely obsessed with me and like texting me even still now. And this guy doesn't really care that much about me. And like, I put out the same energy. I'm still the same amazing person. Why doesn't he want me? And I hate to admit that, like, as like a strong woman now, blah, 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 happily married. No joke, I am. It's embarrassing to say I felt rejected anytime a guy didn't like chase after me, basically. So my husband's whistling downstairs. But my point is that when he started treating you like shit, instead of putting up boundaries and knowing that you deserve more, you accepted the breadcrumbs, you accepted the cancellations, you leave the door open. He knows that you're going to text him back, and you know that you would text him back if he contacted you. And he does just enough to keep you in his circle enough that if he randomly called you, it wouldn't be totally out of the blue, but that he doesn't have to put in any effort or do anything or treat you with respect. He only needs to think about you when he's lonely, horny, bored, or feels rejected himself. Number 2, why he treats you like an option. Because guys are horny. And if he doesn't really like you that much, which is another reason why he's treating you like an option, because if he really liked you, he wouldn't be doing this. But if he likes you just enough to like hang out with you now and then and hit it, and you allow him to come back every time, the question, like, basically there are going to be tiers of guys that you meet where some guys are going to like you and respect you and be good guys, but some guys are just like horny, like damaged people themselves that just like go on the internet and date as many girls as they can and have sex with as many girls as they can. And if you allow him to, he will have sex with you. Like sometimes we're like, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. It's like you gave access to your heart, body, mind, soul, and vagina. And then you wonder why he keeps coming back, because it's nice, because he liked that thing, but he doesn't want the whole package. He doesn't want the whole responsibility, attachment, relationship, monogamy, having to talk to you, listen to your feelings, or hang out with you. Okay, we're getting real. We are getting real. And the deeper we go, as I'm saying this, I'm proud of you for even sticking around, because this is not easy. This is not like, oh, la, 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 like my, like, I'm too hot that like this guy got intimidated and just couldn't be with me. No, these are the real fucking reasons. But when you realize the real reasons, for me, I like it's like pulling back the curtain, and just now I can fully understand and see what's going on instead of being like, oh, I wonder, da, da, da. And B, also like as soon as I would get these vibes, like these like I'm an option vibes, or he doesn't really like me that much vibes, or whatever, I would at that point put an end to the relationship, even if I still liked him a little bit, even if I still liked him a lot, actually. But if I got the vibe, like I had this guy that canceled 2 dates on me in a row, and I said to him straight up, like, it doesn't matter what I said to him, but basically he wasn't interested. He wasn't interested enough to actually not cancel dates on me. So we didn't continue dating, even though he kind of was like, well, do you want to do something on Thursday? And it's like, no, because you're going to cancel on me anyways. And like, I'm not going to create an illusion of the person that you are or could be if we were together when you're showing me who you are right now. That's the other thing. I would always create an illusion in my brain. Like, really, if we were together, he wouldn't be doing this. He would be doing this other thing, and he would be treating me so good, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, no, no. Like, either that's who he is, or he just doesn't like you enough to not do that. Because it's easy. I forgot the point. There's an imbalance in the relationship. He knows you like him more than he likes you. Subconsciously, deep down, you know if the person likes you or doesn't like you. He knows that he doesn't have to put in the effort. He's testing the waters to see if you'll just put up with just a text now and then, or, a late night booty call, or whatever it is that isn't enough for what you're wanting in a relationship. You chase after him when he gets cold, which creates this whole other mind fuck in your brain of like, the push and pull, which is just torture in itself. And then you do what I was saying earlier, or you may do what I was saying earlier, which is it becomes a game of winning. Not even like, do I even really even like this person? It's just like, I feel rejected. Therefore, I don't want to feel rejected anymore. Therefore, I want him to pick me. He might like you, but just not enough to date you. Not enough to be serious. Not enough for the commitment. Not enough to treat you with that level of respect. And he's not worried if he loses you. He's not worried if you don't call back or don't text him back. He's not worried if he offends you or whatever, because he's just going to see how far he can push this envelope. Now, here is something that a guy friend in high school told me. That is true. Hard to hear, but true. If he likes you, he will try to lock you down right off the bat. He's not going to play around. He's not going to say, let's just be friends. Let's see how things go. If he likes you, he's going to be wanting to spend time with you. He's going to be wanting to text you, and he's going to relatively soon want to confirm that it's exclusive, because he doesn't want you seeing anyone else. Okay. And if you bring it up to him, which I did in this particular incident, and the guy says like, let's just see how things go, that's code for like, you're an option. I don't really care if we break up. If you're down with just like me being like a casual, guy, or like the way like this level of stability or whatever, like just us kind of dating, then that's fine. But I don't want to get any more serious. I don't like you enough. And like that really hurt me and broke my heart. Honestly, if I remember, like I remember the room I was sitting in. I remember the fucking landline phone I was on. But it was like an epiphany of like, oh my God, I don't need to convince this guy, change this guy, try to talk this guy into like explaining to me exactly. Cause I was very like I needed the guy to say to me, I don't like you for A, B, and C. I had no deciphering abilities. So when a guy would not, talk to me or whatever, like this situation with this guy, I just, I couldn't understand that sometimes we talk in code, and that people aren't. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I overly explain myself, and I overly like analyze and like tell people my feelings and da 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 da. So sometimes it's just like I didn't realize that like I didn't need a big explanation from him. I was in control with the information that he had given me to take it or leave it. And that was very empowering. And I want to give that gift. One of the other reasons that I would do this is that I would think that the guy would like have an epiphany over time. Like, oh, I do really like her. Like if he didn't like me on the second date enough, that on the fifth date, all of a sudden he would be like, I really, really like this girl. And I didn't realize that like by the second date, the guy would already know, whether or not like I was dateable or whatever the case may be, in his own personal opinion. Sometimes like the attention and what I was saying before, like the attention and like the getting picked was almost like a rush, and then the rejection was like a really low. So it's almost like a gambling high. Like literally there would be a high when this guy would contact you or text you or whatever, even if like now looking back, it's like, I didn't even like the guy, but I wanted him to like me because ... The next point, low self-esteem. We are damaged. We don't know how to date. And when you have low self-esteem, you are going to try to get those needs met from other people, validation from other people. And you may be one of the lucky people that's able to do that in a relationship. But most of us are like fucked up enough that like we need to do our healing beforehand, in my opinion. And then once you're healed a bit, then you can find the right person. So let's stop lying to ourselves, put ourselves in the driver's seat, and ask ourselves, what can we do today to change the situation and scenario? Number one, delete, block, stop talking to them. If you want to send a breakup text, because that's the type of person I am, that's fine. But that's just going to be a warning to the person to say like, hey, you're about to lose me. They may step up their game just a little bit more, like whether it's dinner or more texting, whatever. But the point of the matter is like, do you want this person? Even if you were to marry them, they're the type of person that's always going to put in that level of effort into a relationship. You started your relationship off on like the lowest form of disrespect, and usually it doesn't improve. It's usually like the beginning's amazing and then it evens out over time. You have to decide, do you want this? Do you not want this? And if you don't want this, you have to take the action of like blocking them or whatever the case may be. Also, stop having them over. Stop hanging out with them. It's like that Dua Lipa song where it's like, one, like stop having the guy over. Two, like stop lying to yourself and telling him that you can be his friend, especially if you're sleeping with them. You cannot be his friend. And especially if you're having sex with him, you're not friends. Your vagina literally, when hit by a penis, releases a chemical that makes you like think that this person is the person that you want to be with. Your brain's tricking you. Your heart is lying to you. You're lying to yourself. Why do you think this guy is going to be honest with you when you're not even honest with yourself? Boom. Nailed it. So break the chain. Stop hanging out with them. Put in the Dua Lipa lyrics here now. But do those things. Also read a self-help book. I would have added that to her song. Self-help book. Friends. Oh yeah, Friends is already in the song. And don't have sex with random guys. I would add that to the song too. One, don't have sex with random guys. When you go to the bar, you fucking whore. So, in summation, what I would say is it's not a mistake if you learn from it. Learn from this experience. Feel the way that it felt when you felt like shit, when the guy made you feel like shit. And then the next time you feel like shit, right or wrong, don't over explain it in your brain, especially if it's on like the third day. This guy's doing stuff that makes your heart and tummy like not feel good and like, ugh, I feel like shit. Then if you like those dump videos, him. This is Generation Red Flag. I'm a former counselor and a former crazy chick that went from a super unhealthy dating and relationship style to being married and being in the best relationship of my life. Together for 15 years, married for 10. If you want to know how I did it, I'd love to show you. Okay? Because you deserve love. I love love. Okay? Thanks for watching. There's more videos if you want to watch them.